Hi, my name is Tom Wilgum, and welcome to the ASUG News Studio, broadcasting live from ASUG Annual Conference and Sapphire Now 2015. Well, I'm really excited to have talk about this next Fiori screen persona discussion with Ketan Gohil, who's the Director of ERP for Fisker Automotive. Ketan, welcome into the studio. I appreciate you coming by.
Thank you for having me.
This is a very hot topic here at Sapphire Now Annual Conference. Let's talk a little bit just first, so in case people who don't know about Fisker Automotive, what do you guys do there?
Yeah, so Fisker Automotive is a luxury electric hybrid car manufacturer. We are based in Southern California, and we have a first model in the market. It's called Fisker Karma. We are the only car in the world which has a three source of energy: the solar, battery, and the gas power.
Wow, that is amazing. That is really cool. So, let's talk a little bit about the decision to move to Fiori screen personas. What was happening there? What was the kind of decision to start down that path?
Okay, so let me take you back to last April or May. At that time, Fisker Automotive came out of bankruptcy, and we started re-implementing SAP. And I was called to give a demo or show SAP's capability on the automotive. So I've been with the 25 executives, and I'm giving a demo. After some time, one of the executives stood up and said, okay, enough. When can you show me SAP? And I say, oh, this is SAP. and he said, looks like some 70s, 80s type of screen. Doesn't look like a state-of-the-art technology you're talking about. And that point of time, we decided that we need to have a facelift on the SAP, at least on the front-end side. And that's where we started exploring how we make the user experience better. And we came out with the strategy that we should go with the Fiori or persona or a combination.
How did you feel the rollout went? Was it pretty smooth? I mean, because SAP clearly is behind Fiori screen personas. They definitely want people to uptake it. How did that go out, the rollout, and where did you guys actually specifically implement?
So then we targeted to do a rollout. We thought, okay, it will be a long journey. So let's split out the users into different groups. And we go target those users and go live on that, and then next sprint we target the other users like that. So we had started with the first thing with the top executives. We put up 3 Fiori apps for them. They can they can use it from your mobile phone or a tablet or a desktop. So that's the first rollout. The second rollout, we are targeting the casual users, which are the design engineers. And there will be big audience, and that's where we are using the Fiori and persona combinations, because some of the applications are not available in Fiori. So we thought, okay, let's use the standard SAP, modify with the persona, and start from there. And we are targeted to go live in 3-4 weeks.
That's great. Sounds like a very, very in-depth rollout plan. So yeah. I've heard that the user experience with Fiori is so easy. A grandma can use it. So would you say that the users were very welcoming of this, and they were just like, oh, dive right in?
Oh yeah, so the other experience which I can tell, the engineers, one day I was sitting in because we have every 2 weeks, few engineers are joining because we are ramping up the team. So one of the engineers is telling that, okay, here is the PR creation screen, and I will give you half an hour to find out where the attachment button is. And from that to the new UI is a game changer. So that negative attitude towards the SAP turned out to the positive attitude towards the SAP.
And that's that's a huge change, I'm sure.
Huge change, yeah.
And I bet with that comes along people want more.
Correct.
What are we doing next?
They are coming out with the good ideas. Can we do this? Can we make these applications, etc.? So they started coming up with the idea. Plus, we are also putting up a plant to manufacture the car, because earlier we were assembling the car in the Europe, but now we are doing in the US. So for that, we are going to implement production planning, but this is a low volume car manufacturer, so we don't have a MIS system or MES system. We are going to use Fiori screens for production order confirmation, production order, release of the production order, etc. And a couple of out-of-box apps are available, and for some 3-4s we are going to develop to make the user experience better for them.
That is great. I mean, going after those users and helping them is a great way to go.
Yeah.
So quickly, the last question for you is, what's been the most important lesson that you've learned throughout this project that you would share with a fellow ASUG member?
I would like to say that if you are embarking a journey of SAP new product, you have to be ready with work with a lot of research is required to understand the new product. There are different approaches to implement Fiori, and you need to find out the right balance. It's no standard key. It depends upon your environment. So we started with the network gateway as a front-end entry, but then we realized that we should use the portal as a front-end entry because so many portal applications available for that.
Right.
So a lot of learning required before you start this journey. That's what I could say.
And that's great. I mean, we hope we come to ASUG to do some more learning and learn from members like yourself.
Yeah.
Ketan, thank you very much for coming in. It was great to talk with you, and thank you for sharing your story.
Okay, thank you for having me.
For more great customer stories just like Fisker Automotive's, please go to asugnews.com.